Imagine this for a moment. You're sitting quietly, and the one you love suddenly thinks of you. Their heart softens. They feel drawn to you, not with confusion or doubt, but with a deep and natural desire that seems to come from nowhere. They can't explain it, yet something inside them whispers your name. What if I told you that this isn't coincidence? That the pull between souls is not random, but created not by force, but by consciousness itself? Desire begins in the unseen. Everything begins in the unseen. The world you touch, the people you meet, and even the ones you long for, they are all reflections of what you have accepted as true within yourself. When you understand this, you stop chasing, you stop waiting, and you begin creating. There is a quiet law behind attraction, a sacred rhythm between thought and experience. You cannot desire deeply and be ignored by the universe, because your desire is the signal that the experience already exists in you. The only reason it feels like longing is because you've not yet accepted that it's already done. Once you believe that the love you seek is already yours, it begins to seek you. The mind communicates beyond words. Every feeling, every thought you hold with conviction is sent like light, and light always finds its reflection. When you think lovingly of someone, when you imagine them happy beside you, smiling, touched by your presence, you are sending out a vibration that touches them. They may not understand it logically, but they will feel it. They will sense your warmth, your confidence, your quiet peace. This is telepathic attraction, not manipulation, not control, but the natural response of one consciousness to another in harmony. You do not need to plead, you do not need to chase. You only need to imagine beautifully. When you sit in silence and imagine your person, see them looking at you with tenderness, feel their energy blending with yours, hear the sound of their laughter when you're together, you are doing far more than daydreaming. You are impressing the unseen world with your intention. You are painting the canvas of reality with feeling. The sacred text once said, "Whatever things you ask for when you pray, believe that you have received them, and you shall have them." Notice it does not say, "Believe you might receive them." It says, "Believe you have." That means the moment you feel the wish fulfilled, the moment you feel their love is already yours, the universe begins to rearrange everything to make it visible. If you want them to desire you deeply, you must first desire yourself deeply. You must fall in love with the feeling of being wanted, admired, cherished. You must awaken the feeling of being chosen, because no one can give you what you do not first accept within yourself. When you walk through your day feeling loved, adored, desired, not needing it, but knowing it, others will feel it too. The invisible world responds to your inner conversations. What are you saying to yourself when you think of them? Are you saying, "They don't care, they've forgotten me, they never think of me"? Or are you saying, "They love me, they can't stop thinking about me, they are drawn to me"? Your words, whether spoken or silent, are prayers, and prayers, when felt as truth, always manifest. You are not trying to convince the other person, you are convincing yourself. Because once you are convinced, the world mirrors your conviction. You could be miles apart, and yet your belief becomes the bridge between you. You could be separated by silence, yet your inner speech becomes the whisper that reaches their heart. Never think of them with need. Need sends out lack. Think of them with fullness, with gratitude that they are already yours in spirit. Gratitude is the language of faith. When you can thank the universe for what your eyes have not yet seen, you prove your belief in its reality. That is when the unseen becomes seen. If you find yourself doubting, return to the feeling. Close your eyes, breathe. See them again, looking at you with that unmistakable warmth. Feel the energy of connection, as if your souls already recognize each other. Let your imagination be vivid but calm. Don't strain, don't wonder how it will happen. Just know it's already happening. The more you dwell in this inner reality, the faster the outer world conforms. You'll begin to notice signs, their names showing up unexpectedly, dreams about them, a sudden message, a coincidence that makes you smile. These are not random. They are reflections of your faith. They are reminders that your inner world is powerful beyond measure. But remember, true attraction is never about control. It's about alignment. You do not force love, you become love. You do not make them want you. You radiate such certainty, peace, and warmth that they are drawn as naturally as a flower to sunlight. This kind of desire is not desperate, it is divine. It is the meeting of two energies that have recognized each other through the quiet language of the heart. Imagine yourself standing before them, not in fear, but in the fullness of your being. Feel your confidence like light in your chest. Feel their gaze softening, their energy relaxing, their spirit remembering that they already love you. This scene, if accepted as truth, becomes a seed planted in consciousness. And every seed, when believed in, must bear fruit. Do not measure time. Time is only the distance between belief and its physical form. If you believe now, time becomes irrelevant. You could see results in days, even hours, when your conviction is pure. But even if it takes longer, keep faith. Keep the feeling alive. Every moment spent in faith is creation in motion. Sometimes people will ask, but what if they don't want me? The answer is simple. Stop thinking of a world where they don't. There is only one cause, and it is consciousness. You are not fighting against someone's free will, you are awakening the higher harmony that already exists between you. When you love purely, without fear, you awaken the same purity in them. Love is the most magnetic power in existence. It has no boundaries, no barriers. It reaches through space, through silence, through every obstacle. When you love with certainty, your love travels like light, unseen yet undeniable. So tonight, before you sleep, imagine this: you are lying beside them, their hand resting gently on yours. You feel peace, connection, belonging. Whisper in your heart, "Thank you. It is done," and drift into sleep with that feeling. That is creation. When you wake, carry the same energy. Don't look around wondering if it's working. Know that it already is. Act as though the world has caught up to your inner vision. Smile with quiet confidence. Speak kindly. Move as one who is loved because you are. Soon enough, you'll see it reflected back to you. A text, a meeting, a sudden look that tells you everything. And when it comes, it will feel natural, as though it could never have been otherwise. Because it couldn't. You have simply remembered the truth: what you hold within must appear without. So make your inner world beautiful. Think only thoughts that uplift, imagine only scenes that bless, and speak only words that affirm your love. Because the world listens. The one you desire listens. The universe listens. And when it hears the vibration of certainty in your heart, it responds without hesitation. In the silence of your mind, love them. In the quiet of your heart, believe in the connection. And then release it, knowing that it is already unfolding. This is the secret of telepathic attraction. Not to chase, not to worry, but to rest in faith so complete that the world has no choice but to mirror it back. So let it be. Feel it real. Know that you are already desired, already chosen, already loved. And as you rest in that truth, watch how naturally they are drawn to you. Not because you forced it, but because your love, alive and unwavering, called them home. Every moment you live from that feeling of being loved, you are strengthening the invisible thread between your hearts. You are communicating without words, and they are feeling it without knowing why. They may suddenly feel an urge to reach out, to think of you, to revisit the memories that connect you. You are not doing this with force. You are doing it with faith. Faith is gentle, but it moves mountains. The world is always reflecting your inner assumption. If you assume you are unwanted, you will see evidence to support that belief. But if you assume that you are loved and desired, then all of creation bends to affirm it. That is the quiet miracle of consciousness. It responds not to what you wish for, but to what you accept as true. So ask yourself now, what do I truly believe about love? Do I believe I am chosen, adored, magnetic? Or do I secretly hold the belief that love runs away from me? Whatever answer you find within yourself, that is what has been showing up outside you. Change the belief, and the reflection must change too. When you begin to walk in the assumption that your person already loves you, something beautiful happens. Your energy becomes effortless. You stop trying to prove your worth. You stop worrying about when or how. You start living as though love is the most natural thing in the world, and that calm confidence becomes your magnetism. People are always responding to the vibration of your self concept. When you feel radiant, they feel it. When you feel invisible, they feel that too. The universe mirrors not what you demand, but what you embody. So if you want them to be drawn to you, embody the energy of being desired. Let it sink deep into your body. Walk as though love walks with you. Smile as though it is already done. Speak softly to yourself in thoughts of joy. In silence, imagine them missing you in the sweetest way, not with pain, but with longing that carries warmth. See them remembering you at odd hours of the day. Feel them smiling when they think of you. Let these visions feel real and familiar. The more real they feel to you, the more the universe accepts them as truth. You are not waiting for them to act. You are acting now in consciousness. You are becoming the cause of what you wish to see. Everything begins and ends in imagination. Your imagination is the workshop of creation, and what you persist in inwardly must one day appear outwardly. Sometimes you may feel impatience. You may wonder, why haven't they come yet? But understand that every thought of waiting delays the manifestation. Waiting implies that it is not yet yours. Creation only responds to certainty. The moment you drop the idea of waiting and embrace the feeling of having, everything starts to move. This is why it is said, "To him who has, more shall be given." The one who feels they already have love attracts even more love. The one who feels lack continues to attract lack. You cannot deceive consciousness. It knows exactly what you are feeling. That is why you must train yourself to feel the truth of your desire before your senses confirm it. Your heart is a transmitter, and your imagination is the receiver. When you align both, when your heart feels and your imagination sees, the message becomes unstoppable. You send it across the invisible field of awareness, and your person receives it effortlessly. It may appear as a sudden thought, a dream, or a memory they can't shake. They'll call it coincidence, but you will know it was the silent work of faith. Do not ever let fear become your prayer. Fear is faith in the wrong direction. When you imagine them ignoring you, when you assume they have forgotten you, you are creating that reality as surely as when you imagine their love. Choose wisely what you give your attention to, because attention is creation. Whatever you focus on grows stronger. You might find it helpful to practice this each morning and night. Close your eyes, take a slow breath, and whisper to yourself, "They love me. They think of me. They are drawn to me with peace and joy." Feel it. Don't repeat it like an empty phrase. Feel it as truth. Feel the warmth of it in your body, the soft certainty that makes you smile. When you rise from that state, carry the feeling with you like a quiet secret. That feeling is the prayer that never stops. If you ever feel doubt creeping in, don't fight it. Gently return to the feeling. Doubt has no power unless you believe it. You can always choose again. You can always return to faith. The mind may wander, but the heart knows its home. The more you live in this inner faith, the more your external world will harmonize with it. Conversations will unfold in your favor. Situations will shift. People will move in ways that bring you closer to what you've already accepted in spirit. You won't need to manipulate. The universe will do the arranging for you. Think of yourself as already complete, already whole, already chosen. From that wholeness, your energy becomes irresistible. People are drawn to completeness. They can sense when you are at peace within yourself. The one you desire will feel it too. They will sense your calm assurance, your loving presence, your gentle strength, and they will respond, sometimes without even understanding why. That is the mystery of telepathic attraction. It bypasses words and logic. It moves through the heart, through the silent understanding that love is not given or taken, but recognized. When you recognize yourself as loved, the other must recognize it too, because you are both reflections of the same divine mind. Keep the connection alive through imagination, not through worry. When you think of them, think beautifully. Bless them in your mind. See them happy, see them fulfilled, see them drawn to you in love. Every loving thought you send returns multiplied. And when the moment comes, when they reach out, when their eyes meet yours again, you will realize that nothing truly changed except your inner state. You believed, and the world followed. That is the power of consciousness, the gentle authority of love. Love is always communicating, even when words are silent. Every emotion, every thought, every inner picture you hold sends out a vibration, and that vibration is never lost. It moves through the invisible currents of awareness and finds its way to the one it belongs to. This is why your inner world is sacred, because it is the true meeting place of souls. When you think of them with affection and calm certainty, it's as though your heart is knocking gently on the door of theirs. They feel the pull, even if they can't explain it. They may suddenly think of you while driving, hear your name in conversation, or feel a wave of emotion that reminds them of your presence. These are the signs that the unseen connection is alive and active. But remember, the energy you send must be pure. If it carries anxiety, fear, or desperation, it becomes heavy and uncertain. But when it carries peace, joy, and love, it becomes magnetic. The secret is not in trying to make them feel anything, but in embodying the love so completely that they cannot help but respond. Imagine the love between you as a golden thread of light. This light is gentle but powerful. It moves effortlessly through all barriers, through time, distance, and silence. Each time you close your eyes and see them surrounded by that light, you strengthen the thread. You are not chasing, you are calling, not with noise, but with peace. In those moments, you are not separate. You are in union in the only place that truly exists, consciousness. When you dwell in the feeling of that union long enough, the outer world rearranges itself to reflect it. You'll notice circumstances unfolding as if by design. The right opportunities appear, paths cross, hearts reopen. It is not chance, it is creation responding to belief. You may find that your person begins to mirror your state of being. When you are calm, they are calm. When you radiate confidence and love, they feel safe and drawn to you. This is the beauty of telepathic attraction. It's not manipulation, it's harmony. It's the invisible conversation between two souls learning the language of faith. When you look in the mirror each morning, remind yourself of who you are: the beloved, the chosen, the one who is already complete. Let that be your identity. Because when you know you are worthy of love, the universe has no choice but to agree. You cannot be overlooked when you have already accepted your own radiance. Many people think attraction is about looks, status, or effort. But true attraction is energy. It's how you feel about yourself when no one is watching. It's the calm smile you wear when you know you are loved in the unseen. That is what draws others to you. It's what makes your presence unforgettable. The heart that loves without fear becomes irresistible. Love is not weakness. It's power in its gentlest form. When you can think of them and feel only peace, you have already won. Because peace is the final proof of faith. When you no longer doubt, when you no longer question whether they will desire you, that's when desire blossoms naturally. Sometimes the universe uses separation to teach you how powerful your mind truly is. It invites you to go inward, to create in imagination what you wish to see outwardly. Don't resist these moments of silence. Use them to strengthen your vision. Each time you imagine lovingly, you are rewriting reality from within. There's a sacred calm that comes from knowing that what you desire also desires you. You wouldn't feel the pull if it weren't already mutual in spirit. That yearning in your heart isn't emptiness, it's confirmation that the connection already exists. The longing is simply love reminding you of what's true. So stop worrying about what they're thinking or whether they remember you. Instead, remember them beautifully. Think of them with kindness. Let your imagination be filled with moments of laughter, warmth, and connection. Feel as though you are together already, because in truth, you are. The physical meeting is only the echo of the inner one. Every time you imagine them reaching for you, it's not fantasy, it's prophecy. You are planting the seeds of future experience. And when the soil of faith is firm, those seeds must grow. That is the divine order of things, as within, so without. Keep tending to your inner garden. Speak love to it. Water it with gratitude. Stand tall in the knowing that your desire is holy, because love itself is holy. The one you love is not separate from you. They live in the same field of consciousness, and consciousness has no walls. Feel how easy it becomes when you stop chasing and start allowing, when you stop pleading and start trusting, when you stop waiting and start being. This is the shift that draws them in effortlessly. They will come not because you called out in need, but because your energy became home to them, a place of warmth and peace. Each time you enter the silence, imagine the two of you surrounded by light. See their eyes filled with tenderness. Feel their presence blending with yours in quiet joy. Let the feeling linger until it feels as natural as breathing. You are not asking for anything. You are remembering what already belongs to you. And the beautiful thing is, once you remember, reality remembers too. It will begin to bring you evidence, small, subtle, then undeniable, messages, encounters, opportunities. All signs pointing to what your faith has already declared, that love answers to love, and the heart that believes never waits in vain. So let this truth settle gently in your heart. You are never separate from the love you seek. The power that creates worlds lives within you, and it listens to every thought, every word, every feeling you hold is real. You do not have to fight for love, nor chase it, nor beg it to appear. You only have to remember that you are already one with it. When you choose faith over fear, peace over doubt, love over lack, the world bends to your inner decision. The one you desire begins to feel your energy, the calm assurance, the quiet certainty, the deep knowing that says, we're already connected. And in time, they cannot help but come toward you, not because you forced their hand, but because your love became a beacon that called them home. Hold this truth close. You are the source of your attraction, the author of your story, the light that draws all good things to you. When you live from love, you become irresistible to life itself. So keep believing, keep feeling, keep imagining beautifully, for what you claim in faith must one day stand before you in form. And when it does, you'll know that it was never magic, but the quiet, unwavering power of love within you, answering itself. TX Fob, what it